So hello and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we posted. No, it's been 2 weeks and a lot has happened. And the last time that we gave an update, we were fabricating windows, because initially we wanted to go with aluminum windows, but they were damn expensive for the whole house. So we decided that because for the aluminum windows, what we could have paid for the material and labor could have costed double what the steel windows costed us. So we decided to go with the steel windows, and of course we had to do the designing and the planning in terms of the size, the shape, the design we wanted, the special features that we wanted the windows to have. And also we had to make sure that they meet the safety standards that is required. And also we had to select materials. So the materials we got from the factory, so we had to go get the materials and bring them to site, because the windows were fabricated inside. And then of course cutting, they had to cut them, they shape them to the required lengths and shapes, based on the designs that we had selected. Of course they were using their machines, there are some materials they had, and of course they were fabricated and then later on assembled. After assembling, and of course for it to not to rust, they had to, I think, put like an undercoat, because now when the windows have been fixed, it was going to take some time because by the time the plumbing is done, and you can't just leave the steel open like that, so it had to be coated so that at least it could prevent some rusting. So as you can see, that's the house. The windows have been fixed, and that big window that goes from the ground floor up to the first floor, wow, that thing is very heavy. And I'm told, when they were fixing it or when they were mounting it, we were not there because it was a weekday. They used roughly over 20 men for them to just grill the window, to put that grill there. It was a very heavy piece and sometimes we normally see it and laugh at it, and we're like, what were we thinking? But it was one of the windows that was giving us headache, and we are glad that we were able to we were glad that it was the guys who were doing fabrication were able to fabricate it, and do like the finishing, because we wanted something that was of quality. So they made sure that the windows, especially when it comes to finishing, they really did a very good job. So we were happy with the work that they did. So this is I think when they were doing the coating of one of the windows. Of course all the windows were coated, so this was just one of them. So they were just doing proper coating so that the windows do not rust. So of course they removed, as you can see, the window is very clean. You can just think it's a window from Pinterest compared to before this coat, the undercoat is put. You can think the windows are very ugly, but when the work is done, like completely done, they really turned out to be very beautiful windows. Yeah, so this is just one of the guys who was in the team of fabricators. This is also another one. I don't understand what they're doing there, but I think they're trying to make the joints, to level out the joints so that they don't protrude and make the window look sort of ugly and rough. So we really wanted them to do. We really wanted the windows to be very smooth. That's why they're taking their time to do the finishing and cleaning work. We didn't want any imperfections. I know they can't be perfect 100%, but at least we wanted to reduce the imperfections, so that we ensure the windows are clean without marks and residues. Yeah, so that is this video was taken like probably 3 weeks ago. Yeah, because I've been busy with one or two things, so I was not able to post this, but a lot has happened in the house. We have already started plastering the interior of the house, and it's taking some time. But when we were fabricating the windows, because remember the last video, the last update that we had done the steelworks for the final rooftop. So what was remaining was supposed to be we were supposed to do casting. So casting was done like a month ago. So on this day when these windows were when they were applying the undercoat on the windows, that very day casting was also being done. Yeah, so we were able to do casting, we were able to finish up with the windows. And after casting, I think what happened after casting was now they started fixing the windows one by one. So as we speak, all the windows in the house have already been fixed, but by the time we were recording this, I think the last floor of the house, the windows had not been fixed, because they still had the support for the casting that was being done on the rooftop. So that section, the windows were mounted later, after about the windows were mounted last week, which is today being 29th October 2023. So about around let's say 26th, 27th, that's when they mounted the windows for the rest of the house. And maybe later on I'll just when I go back to the site, I'll just take a photo and so that I can update you guys on how far we've gone. So as I said, when we were finalizing on the windows fabrications, the casting was going on. But casting is something that by now we are used to, because it is the third one. Yeah, because there was is it the third or this? Yeah, actually it's the third one, which is the final rooftop. So we are used to this now. At the same time, the perimeter wall had started we had started putting up the perimeter wall. So of course from this side on the left, it is actually it was work that was going on. So much was going on at the same time, because now at this point, so many things can go, so many tasks that are independent can go on without one interfering with the other. So the windows were being fabricated, the guys doing the casting were doing the work, the masons were continuing with the perimeter wall. So from the back side of the house, that's where they started from. But as you can see, right now the windows had not been fixed, but later on after the casting, they started fixing the windows, because the windows they started fixing the windows that had already been done with. So yeah, so as you can see, that's casting going on. We've been using the same guys, the same contractors for tasks that are like for casting. We've been using the same people. So there are people that you're used to maybe seeing when you're doing casting. We use them when we are doing the foundation, when we were doing the first floor, the second floor, and now the rooftop. They are the same people. So what after this, I think they'll start with the plastering of the interior side of the house. At the same time, the wall on the other side, the front side of the house is supposed to start going up. Yeah, but well, all this I'm just reporting. These are things that by now they have already been done. It's only that um, I was not able to post this update on time because of unavoidable circumstances. But as you can see right ahead, the other side of the house, the wall, the perimeter wall is up. So we have a perimeter wall on the far left. So yeah, so this is a day after casting had been done, because on the day that they were doing casting, that casting normally takes a lot of time. So they finished actually the work at 8 p.m. in the night. Yeah, it was so unfortunate because these are some kind of tasks that when they start, they can't really stop and then maybe continue the next day. It's work that when it started, it has to be done with. So I think they started this work late. Maybe they thought this pan was a bit smaller, but they realized that when it was a bit late in the evening, they realized that they were not going to be able to finish it on time. That's why now they finished it at around 8 p.m. in the night. So this is just maybe the next day, because the casting was done on a Saturday, sorry. So we came back on Sunday just to check the work that had been done, since we could go and check on Saturday because they finished the work very late. So we had to come back the next day to just check on what was done. And as you can see, they really did a very good job, and somebody just decided to step on it before it dried up. But anyway, those are minor issues, because of course work has to continue. So sometimes before it dries, you can find one or two people stepping on the casting and all that. So this is like the final roof. This is the final rooftop, so there's no other construction that's going on. But where this is section where there is pipes, this hollow right here, we'll have to build around it, because that's where the tank is going to be. So it's going to be built for the tank, and then now it's gonna be casted, and after that then we'll have, at least the house will have the rooftop covered. There won't be any space that is open now. So the house will have a roof. We can say confidently that the house now will have a roof, because initially we could have certain sections that had not been covered and all that. So this is it. And the next thing that now we are going to embark on seriously is the the plastering and the wall, the perimeter wall. And also we need to start digging the septic. We need to start digging the septic tank. And what else? And also cast the underground water tap, because it hasn't been covered. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching our videos, and let's meet in our next video when I update you on how the plastering has been going on. Thank you so much, and bye bye. May God bless you.